Hi guys, welcome to the another video of Excel tutorial. Today we are going to discuss how we can optimize the freight cost. We will also compare the cost from multiple container types like 20 feet standard, 40 feet standard, 40 feet high cube and 45 feet high cube. We will compare their cost and then we will finalize that which one makes sense financially. We will also compare multiple KPIs like cost per unit weight and cost per unit volume for each of the container so that we can check that how much cost it is occurring for per unit weight or volume. Let's start. The first step is the introduction tab in which we are just talking about how we can use this particular sheet in order to work. The second thing is container master. So in order to identify the number of container required for the shipment, first you need to define what are the dimensions of your container. So as per the ISO standard, I have written down all of the dimension like length, width, height, volume, the maximum gross weight and maximum payload and the tear weight. Tear weight is something which is the empty weight of the container. So this is the gross weight. If you subtract the tear weight, you will get the maximum payload weight. So here I have defined for all the type of available container like 20 feet standard, 40 feet standard, 40 feet high cube and 45 feet high cube. As per ISO standard, I have also specified the door width, door opening height for standard and door opening height for high cube. Now you have all the dimension for the available container. Let us check what are the cargo we need to ship. So let us move to the cargo list. So here we have 8 items which we need to ship. Each of them are having different length, width, height and weight, and the quantity is also different. So let us calculate the total volume of these items. So for the volume we need to multiply length, width and height, and for the total weight we need to multiply quantity into weight per unit. So here we can get the data. Here you can write the notes like which kind of cargo it is. So if you sum up that how much total volume we require, which is 156, and how much total weight we have, which is 43,450 kgs. So now we have to optimize that how many containers we require in order to do the shipment optimally. So let's move to the tab of container selection. Now we need to decide the container selection here. So for that we have total cargo volume and total cargo weight from the earlier calculation, which is the cargo list. Now for each container type we need to check whether all of this can be fulfilled by a single container or not. So in the feasibility tab, we are checking whether a single container can fulfill this or not. For that, we are going to compare the volume and the weight for a single container capacity in terms of volume and weight. And we know that in any of these container type, no single container can fulfill this. So that is why it is saying it is too large. We are using this formula for that. Now, what is the reason? There is another automatic formula for that. And here it is saying the capacity is exceeded and if your weight fits but not the volume, and there can be multiple possibilities, correct? So for that it has multiple reasons. Now if all of them cannot be fit in a single container, then how much container we require? So that we need to check by the further calculation that by volume how much container we require in order to fulfill the shipment, and by weight how much container we require in order to fulfill the shipment. So for the volume, you need to divide the total cargo volume by the one standard container type volume so that you will get the 5 in this case. For the weight, you need to divide total cargo weight divided by the unit weight of a container. And by that you will get 2 here. So you will do this exercise for all of these container types and then you will get container type by volume and container type by weight. So now you have 2 container requirements. So you need to take max of it in order to get the number that what is the optimal number of container required in order to ship this much volume and weight of shipment. So by doing this exercise, we can say that okay, 20 feet standard containers are required of 5 unit. The same way 40 feet are 3, 40 feet high cube are 3 and 45 feet high cube are 2. So this is how we have decided that how much container we need to require in order to ship the shipment of this much volume and weight. Now let us calculate that how much cost we are going to occur in the case of each container shipment. Let's move to the cost calculation. So in the cost calculation sheet, what we are doing, we have to define the freight rate first. So here we are defining the freight rate. The first is ocean freight rate. 20 feet standard gives you cheaper rate and 45 feet high cube give you the expensive rate because of their high space. The same way, the custom clearance almost remains same. The terminal handling is lower for 20 feet and the highest for 45 feet. And documentation fees more or less remain same. These are the indicative cost, not the exact. We are just using it for our example. Let us check for the ocean freight rate. So here, as I told you that we have calculated that how much container of 20 feet standard required, the unit was 5. So we need to multiply this by 5. So there is an automatic formula for that. And likewise, we need to multiply 5 container for each. Let's say you have to move all of the shipment at 5 different locations. Likewise, by doing this calculation, you need to sum up how much cost we are going to occur at each container. So you will get to know that the freight cost for 20 feet standard is $13,250. For the 40 standard is $8,610. For the 40 feet high cube, it is $8,910. And for the 45 feet high cube, it is $6,400. If you check the cost per unit, it is again lowest for the 45 feet high cube and cost per unit volume lowest for again 45 feet high cube. So by doing this cost analysis, the only 45 feet high cube option make financial sense. So our recommended container is 45 feet high cube. Now let us check the utilization analysis. If we go to the utilization, now we have made a decision that we have to do the shipment via 45 feet high cube. So we need to check that what is our utilization in terms of weight and the volume. So if you check for the cargo volume is 156.01, which is coming from the cargo list, which is this one. And then what is our container volume? So here, if you see the container volume is the original volume multiplied by how many ideal container we are going to ship. So if we see the container selection, they are 2. This is the ideal requirement. Okay. So what we are doing, we are multiplying it by 2. And that is why we are getting 171.44 meter cube. If we check the volume utilization, it will come at 91%, which is excellent. So here we have automatic formula to tell us whether the utilization is excellent, good or poor. The same way, the maximum payload is being calculated for the 2 containers and the total cargo weight is coming from the cargo list, which is this one. And we are checking that as per the weight utilization, how much weight we have utilized, which is again in the good category. So here we are saying if something is greater than 80%, it is excellent. And from 60 to 80, it is good, else it is poor. So here we are under the good category. And this is the remaining capacity, which we can see that, okay, we have this capacity. And if we have any other shipment to be shipped along with this existing shipment, we can plan for it. So this is how you can optimize your container selection on the basis of cost and their utilization and as per the cost per unit weight and cost per unit volume. It is very easy. You can use this sheet, just put your data and it will give you the answer. I will link this sheet with a very minimal price. You can try by yourself. If you want us to cover any other video or a topic, please let us know in the comment. Thanks for watching.